What up YouTube, Salvador Briggman here, and today I want to talk about the 3 secrets to crowdfunding success. And by success I mean actually raising the amount of money that you want, and not only that but also surpassing your goal. How do you actually have a successful crowdfunding campaign, one where people are not only visiting it but they're also taking action and backing your project? That is the name of the game here. We also talk a lot about crowdfunding on this YouTube channel, so I'll go into things like what are the actual tactics for doing things like how do you get people, your friends and your family to take action? How do you do things like build up your social media profiles? How do you create a killer Kickstarter campaign video that's going to arouse emotions and get people interested in what you're doing? We talk a lot about that on this YouTube channel, so if you haven't already, go and dive into some of the other videos that I have out there. Hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this. And also I always invite comments in the sections of my videos because that's where I get a lot of the ideas that I have for my future videos. Now the first secret, we don't really want to tell too many people out there because it's kind of what leads to the hype of crowdfunding in the mainstream consciousness. But basically, the way that you want to think about it, since you're a creator, since you're an entrepreneur, I'm going to share this secret with you. You want to think about it as engineering your crowdfunding campaign for success. So we'll see a lot of campaigns that just sort of seemingly blow up, that are like, oh my gosh, the media is going crazy, look at this project, people are backing it. That doesn't happen by accident. It's very, very rare where that's just some kind of a random fluke where like people are just discovering this and then organically it grows and grows and grows and it's really, really popular. It's very rare where that happens just as a fluke. More often than not, what people do is they will actually engineer the success of their campaign. They will build in the instant launch where like for the first 1 to 3 days of their project, they're basically aiming to hit their goal. Within the first week, certainly. At the very least, you want to get to 30% of your goal within the first 4 days, I would say, of your campaign being live. And there are a few reasons for that. The first is that by engineering this crowd, they're going to unveil this product to you once you actually go live, it allows you to trend much better on Kickstarter or on Indiegogo. You're going to trend better in the overall algorithm because you're a quickly funded campaign. They're going to want to get you in front of their audience. Just going to have to collect backers from the actual Kickstarter or Indiegogo marketplace. So while it might seem like, oh my gosh, we just surpassed our goal, the reason is because the people that really know what they're doing, they're engineering their campaign for success. And I talk a lot about that in the Kickstarter launch formula, which is one of my books out there on Amazon. Now, the second secret is actually, I think, a little bit depressing in some ways, but it also is really real. I'm just sharing what's actually happening in the industry right now with you guys. So the secret that I want to share with you is that when crowdfunding was first created, it was originally intended as a way where people can go basically, they have a great idea, they have a great product that they've been working on, and bring that to the crowd and get it funded. That was sort of the idea, the conception behind crowdfunding. But it sort of changed and morphed over the years. You know, I've been in this business since 2012, so over the last 6 years, it's certainly changed a lot. And one of the big changes is that now many campaigns that are seeing, you know, 6 figures, $1 million on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, while some of them just launch this project basically to their own community that they've built up and they're able to get funding that way, many of them are actually hiring agencies. They're hiring coaches like myself, they're hiring consultants, they're hiring agencies to help out with building an email list or doing Facebook ads, and they're really putting a lot of money behind the actual campaign launch, even hiring PR agencies to help with that. And I think that can be kind of depressing for a creator out there who doesn't have the funds, but the number one thing that I can tell you guys is if you are interested in significantly raising money on Kickstarter, you're not only doing this for the money, you also want to create a brand name. You want to get the attention of the media and journalists. You really want to have this be a bang, and like you really want to create a business after this fact. You don't just want to raise money for a film and that be it or something like that. You're actually looking to create a new business. Then I would tell you to create a launch budget. Create a budget that you can actually use to draw on when you're putting together the Kickstarter campaign video, when you're going out there and you're hiring coaches and consultants, when you're doing things like Facebook ads. It's night and day the difference. Just imagine, while yes, you can do great, free learning with the YouTube videos, the podcasts, etc., but to have someone sort of there guiding you through this process, there's no comparison there. And I'm just saying myself here, while I do offer those types of services, I'm talking about doing other things like Facebook ads, doing other things like sending out out the prototypes of your products to the media so they can actually get their hands on it. They can play around with it and they can write a story for you. You need to create a budget which you're going to allocate for this campaign launch. The third secret that I want to share with you here when it comes to launching a crowdfunding campaign is that there are tried and true, tested and proven practices for getting people to take action. The name of the game is how do you get people to do something? And many marketers out there smarter than myself have figured this out in other industries. And I've uncovered many of these secrets, if you will, when it comes to crowdfunding. So I have a free video out there that I'm going to share with you. This is on my YouTube channel. You can go out there and you can look through some of the tactical principles that you can use to do things like arouse curiosity or create urgency. These different psychological tactics that you can play on with your actual campaign. It's important that you understand the foundation of many of these secrets, because when you do, you're actually able to invest time in arousing that and sort of pulling the switches in someone's mind. So for example, creating a story in order to create empathy. A story also allows people to see and put themselves in your shoes and be like, oh, I could use this product for this or that. Or with the video, creating B-roll footage that shows people using the product and having a good time. And therefore, people make this subconscious conclusion that if they buy the product, they're also going to love it. And they also see that that person looks very similar to them. So there are a lot of different psychological tactics and triggers that go into marketing a product, even things as similar as copywriting. If you've never heard of copywriting, the marketing copy that you're using on your campaign to create this feeling like this is a cool, amazing product. This is something that someone needs to exist, that this is revolutionary, that has never existed before. And of course, this all has to be 100% true. You do have to make a great product in order to get crowdfunding dollars, but at the same time, you also have to present it in the right way. You have to do things like kindle a sense of urgency. You have to allow people to emotionally connect with you, the founder, and the mission and what you're trying to accomplish. And finally, people have to see night and day the benefits that you're offering, the transformation that you're basically offering to them should they buy this product. So I share some of these storytelling secrets that I'll link up down below. I also have another great video on some of the marketing psychological tactics and triggers that go into a crowdfunding campaign that I'll also share down below. On this channel and with my work, what I want to do for you is to give you the best education possible. Going into this campaign, I found that the number one thing that makes a huge difference in the amount of people that actually successfully raise funds is the education that they have access to. So it's my mission, my personal mission, to not only put out free YouTube videos, podcasts where I interview successful crowdfunders. I have a blog that I've been running since 2012. I also have books out there on Amazon like the Kickstarter Launch Formula. It's really my passion and my mission to share these principles and these tactics with you so you can use them to not only raise money, but to also change other people's lives. When people have your product in their hands, they can do things that they could never do before. It's really cool. I also love coaching students. I love working with people as they're putting together their project and their campaign and making it so that they set themselves up for success. That's one of my passions, one of my guiding passions in my life, but I also have other passions, like I love flying drones, I love being in nature, doing meditation, spirituality, etc. So I actually have another YouTube channel called The Life of Freedom. Life of Freedom. On this channel, I share some vlog footage, the stuff that I'm doing in my personal life, flying planes, flying drones, flying helicopters. I don't know why there's so much flying. I guess when I was growing up, I just always wanted to be like a maverick from Top Gun, you know, my adolescent fantasy. But I also share some of the behind the scenes things when it comes to my own business, like how it is that I write blog posts, how it is that I put together YouTube videos, how you can actually start an online business if you're interested in becoming an expert or an influencer. So I share a lot of great content on my other YouTube channel. This one is primarily focused on crowdfunding. If you want a glimpse of my personal life, and also a glimpse of some of the other passions that I have in my life, you can go and check out that other channel, which I will also link to down below. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video and you got something out of it. If you did, give it a thumbs up so that other people know that coming to this content, that it's worth their time, worth investing a little bit of time of their day to watch this video. And finally, if you want more videos like this, hit hit that subscribe button so you'll get notifications when new videos come out. And also be sure to turn on notifications, turn on that bell so you will get an email when I come out with new videos. Again, my name is Salvador Briggman. Hope you like this content, and I will see you next time.